We are just getting mangled the fuck up, brother. If I did, I don't know which one it was. I don't know that I did. Oh, dude, dinner's ready. Say less. Your sister looks kinda off. Okay, I don't know if Hinako picked up on it. She has a fucking bird mask. I mean, the rotting flesh is weird too, but... I guess she's seen a bit weirder stuff up to this point. Well, I'm assuming it looks kind of like a flower pattern almost, but I'm assuming it's her body's decaying because her skin is completely grayed out, right? Dude, this girl's mind is all over the place. I believe it's in the mountain area. There's like one or two notes that would have been talking about flowers and shit. I might have found it. I honestly don't remember. So, whoa, this changed. Oh shit, I didn't even notice. They all changed after we, well, did what we did to them. I gotta say, I think the journal is one of the best fucking parts of this game. Oh, and now it's a bit more cleared up. I mean, the rest of it is black, but now we can actually see her face with the mask and whatnot. Junko always told me that the quickest way to happiness is to live the way society expects women to. Well, if there's a quick way to happiness, then there must be other ways too. One time when I was little, Junko showed me how to find a way out of a maze in a puzzle book. There's no doubt that she showed me the quickest solution. Still, what I felt that moment was nothing compared to the joy of figuring it out myself. There you go. Are you happy now? Are you happy that you're getting a little bit of attention? Yeah. Are you content? You big pain in my ass. Thank you for the kitty bitties. Here, go say hi to chat. Get up close and personal. What up?
It's me. I'm Horchata. I'm the local cat. Hello, chat. How are you doing today? Oh, what's this? Are you trying to enjoy Silent Hill F? Oh, woes is me. But what about poor old me? Why can't you pay attention to me instead of the game? Oh, please. Please, chat. Pay attention to me.
So if you got back the parts of your body that were mutilated in the other world, I wonder why her uniform is still messed up. Like, no brand, but the back is still gone. That's a good question. I mean, it could be that the damage she's receiving to a degree is, like, real. But obviously what we're seeing is, you know, not real. You know what I mean? Like, us sawing the arm off and replacing it with a fox demon's arm is probably not, like, a physical thing that actually happened. It's more of a visual aid for us more than anything, right? And there's the new us. Nothing gets on my nerves more than other people trying to make decisions for me. Even if what they're saying is right, it just rubs me the wrong way. I'd rather make 100 mistakes on my own to follow someone else's commands. Honestly, I relate to that. But that can make for a lonely life, one where I refuse to listen to anyone else. I want to become the kind of person who truly listens to what others have to say. Of course, it'll still be up to me whom I listen to. And that will be someone I can trust, someone who will walk alongside me hand in hand. However, making a long list of things I hate is just a way of running away from the real issue I have with my inner self. I have to step up and face what's inside of me, even if I don't like what I see. Being able to take my time and carefully think things through before making a decision is what's most important to me. A monster that has taken the form of a head priest. It sounds just like Rinko. Swinging around on Onusa staff used for purification ritual, this creature is consumed by the fires of jealousy and remains surrounded by babbling puppets. There's no way Rinko is a monster like this, but this is her, without a doubt.
お姉ちゃんの言う通りだ。時間がない。二人とも待ってて。すぐ行く。
Yo, Alan Wake healing time. Well, that's disgusting. But that's where we gotta go, so. Ooh. I like that new track. Clinical trial. I began taking this medicine out of desperation. My first impression was that it smells of peaches and is faintly sweet. After taking it before bed for the past 3 nights, I had my first lucid dream. For the whole night, I was able to organize my thoughts in a pleasant darkness. Was this what the tales meant when they said the drug allows you to speak with your inner self? I've heard that taking vitamin B6 makes it easier to remember dreams. Did RFK tell you this? However, I'm sure its effectiveness depends on factors like dosage and body composition. At any rate, this has been a letdown so far. This is the one. There's 3. I forgot about this one. I've only played Silent Hill 1 once, and this was years ago. You're gonna have to refresh me how this connects. They're describing... Good thing for Control V, let's go. They're describing White Claudia from Silent Hill 1, which the cult growed and sold to tourists and got Lisa addicted to take care of Alyssa. But it also retcons the lore about White Claudia because it's supposed to only be found near waters in the Silent Hill area. Ah, I see, I see. Boy, I don't like that. Yeah, let's go heavy mode. What? Okay, that's new. Okay. We're getting hit with the poison and the deep poison, dude. Lock into animation. Drink the juice. You know what, actually? Give me the knife. The knife is a weapon that is, like, always worth repairing. This thing fucks. Speaking of which, I don't want it to break. Oh, we dodged into the other thing. God damn it. Collateral damage. White Claudia is what James takes to access one of the more surreal endings in Silent Hill 2 Remake. Oh. A hideous monster covered in countless skin cysts. It spawns monsters after monsters from the dreadful smelling clumps of flesh it drops. Filthy, foul, and repulsive. The wonders of birth do not apply to this. One small complaint I have about the world building and lore of the game, and again, I know that some of the other Silent Hills sometimes are very much on the nose, right? Where, like in Silent Hill 2, speaking of, there's like that one line that's just like, oh, Mary is in heaven, but that's not where you're going, James, or fucking whatever, right? And it's like, oh, ooh, you know, like, it's very not subtle. This game doesn't have a lot of subtlety. It gives away too much. It constantly, like, beats you over the head with, like, oh, marriage and being the perfect woman, which is fine. I think it's fine to give away some bits to let the player connect if maybe they don't get some of the stuff. But it's just like very, it's just out there. I think just by looking at the enemy, you can sort of like make the connection of what it means. And I think Hinako having like the journal and describing the enemy, I think that's cool as a way to like have like a sort of catalog of the enemies you've met as a sort of, what I call like a bestiary. I don't think they need to specifically be like, this is about birth. This is about being a woman. This is about being a wife. I think that's too much. For a Silent Hill game, I think it needs to be left for the player to figure out the theme rather than just like outright giving it to you. A little bit of subtlety, which, I mean, it's fine. I'm enjoying the themes of the game. There's still some stuff left up to the player's imagination, or up to the player's interpretation, but I think it's a little too on the nose. Too on the nose. Oh, you can see his hand. I thought I had missed the well, I did miss a chance to get the counter, so I didn't dodge right away. Ooh. Perfect dodges become easier to perform. Hey, yo! That seems kind of sick. I looked up New Game Plus stuff for this game, and Google's AI had 3 paragraphs about a time trial mode. Cannoli, there are no time trials. It just made that up. Where the fuck did it pull that out of? Are there any Silent Hill games that have a time trial mode at all? That seems so out of place. I can't imagine that any of them do. I'm wondering if maybe it got that confused with like another Silent Hill game by any chance. Oh, hello. Nope, I don't have an earthly clue for that one. At least Reddit's AI cites its sources. That's so bizarre. I wonder where it would have gotten that from. I'm just gonna ignore you. I hope you don't mind. Okay. I forgot that you do that. Okay, so we clearly... I heard something up top there, so I had to double check. I think it's just the one enemy that we skipped that's still trying to come over here. Is the fucking predator after me? You bitch! Okay, just be a little bit slower, Hinako. That's fine. Ooh! Oh, that's bad. That... Okay, no, I thought it was gonna do the grab. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Nah! I thought we could land it. I thought we could hit him mid-jump. Get this fucking weirdo off of me, dude. Ugh. Is there another one too? That looks like a new weapon. Yes, sir. Take the... Never mind. It could have been a new weapon, but the video game was mean to me. So we can go under there. I want a part 2, honestly I do, because even though I really dislike this game, all of my complaints could be fixed in a sequel so easy. I just don't want him to choose this action-heavy direction for all the future non-remake games. Yeah, I think it's fine to, like, improve the combat and all that, but yeah, I kind of agree. Like, I think if they toned down the action a little bit, it could be fine. I mean, if they kept it, I guess I wouldn't really complain. I'd still probably enjoy the game, but... At times it does feel like I'm playing God of War, especially when that part that we got out of, where we could hit both analog sticks to engage rage mode and whatnot. That felt very God of War-esque. I think stuff like that, it's maybe cool to see once or twice, but yeah, I don't think it should be in a... I was about to say a Final Fantasy game, in a Silent Hill game. Oh, so we are. I do like the way the world progressively gets more and more fucked up. That's kind of nice. It's more of a run by all of the fleshy spider lily stuff. The fog becomes thicker. It's going from day to night. It's kind of nice that you can actually see some progression in terms of... I don't want to fight another one of those big dudes, man. I hate those enemies. I'm gonna jump up over here if you don't mind. Silent Hill 2 Remake was a good example. The combat was more engaging, but it was also still Silent Hill. You can improve the melee side of that and shooting without going full action. Yeah. Yeah, Silent Hill 2 Remake is a good example. Oh, this is the statue. Yeah. I've heard this water specifically for washing and cleansing old dirty things. Old dirty bastard, live and uncut. Strike Mother's letter. Good morning, my handsome boy. You are different from those delinquents who run around town. You have noble blood running through your veins. Of course, every child must play in order to grow, but I simply ask that you choose wisely who you play with. You must think of me as awfully overbearing, but please respect my wishes while you're still young, for when you're grown up, you will be free to do as you please. Pick who you play with. I wonder if that's Shu, or rather Shu's mother. I felt like this might be important in like New Game Plus playthrough. Inari-sama statues act as memorials for old or broken tools. It's okay to take these tools for your own as long as you have use for them. As long as you have use for them. This is called kishu, and it's an action that's considered virtuous. It's a teaching of Inari-sama to make the most out of tools in any way. Dude, I've been getting tired a lot sooner than usual, and I can feel it. I can feel it just with like how I react in game and how I talk, dude. Compare that to the start of the stream, holy shit. I feel like my brain is working in slow motion. Having a normal sleeping schedule sucks.
ここは侵食されてない。
Yeah, we're playground.
俺、大人呼んでくるから。落ち着いて。怖がってるだけだから。
The one thing ruining us into our childhood, into the good times, is still left untouched. The one place where there was no need to grow up and be the perfect woman, be the perfect wife. Okay, maybe, maybe not such good memories, but...
清水ひな子。私は覚えてさえいなかったのにな。
I think this is the park I used to play a lot. I think this is the park I used to play at a lot when I was little. I feel like all my memories of fun times and hard times took place here. Playing house with girls, playing dodgeball with boys. But kids will tell you that it's weird for girls to play with boys. They told me they wouldn't let me play because I hung out with the boys. I remember that moment of rejection and denial crystal clear in my head. Why do Showa kids try so hard to keep boys and girls so clearly separated? Is it truly such an awful thing to be a part of both groups? Letter from a boy. I know it's sudden, but I'm moving. I won't ever forget you, Hinako. Thank you for saving me. Kotoyuki. Oh, so that wasn't Shu. I figured that was maybe Shu. That was a different guy. Don't be coming around no corners. Oh, we hear the radio. I feel like I've missed one. I feel like I've missed at least one radio. There was a point where, like, you could either go inside of a house or you could go up a staircase and over a little bridge bit. And I thought maybe the bridge bit that was connecting the two buildings, I thought maybe that would be progression. Instead, once we walked into the house, that was progression. I don't like the fact that the door shut behind us. I wanted to go back for it. But the game said, no, you cannot. Only progression request. So I don't like that. You know, I guess you could use the ones, the consumable... Oh, get the fuck out of here. You could use the consumable that prevents stamina consumption. Use that shit to run away, I guess. Just not consume stamina, sprint all over. I was just trying to listen to the radio, man. I don't want no trouble. Video game, I need you to give me a save point. I gotta end the stream. And I gotta say it's awfully rude of you to not give me one yet. Strict Mother's Letter. Good morning, my handsome boy. I know it's a little sudden, but we shall be moving tomorrow. I have already notified your teacher, so just make sure to say goodbye to all your friends. I shall tell you everything. Oh, okay. So then those letters must have been about the that K guy. It's something like that. Oh wait, save point. Strict Mother's Letter. Good morning, my handsome boy. Even if if my mom started every letter with "Good morning, my handsome boy," I fucking swear. Even if you find yourself poor of pocket, you must never let yourself become poor of heart. You mustn't forget that you have inherited your father's noble blood. You must study hard and learn to be a gentleman. Do not think of yourself as a little boy, for you are simply a tiny adult waiting to grow. There will come a day when your father shall require your help. Mark my words. That seems like a threat, dude. One of these days your father will require your help. Mark my words. You gotta word it like that. Hinako has definitely seen far better days. Ooh, a brand new knife. You know what? Let's exhaust this one then. And then we'll come back and pick it up. I want to make sure that there were no other enemies there. Ooh. Okay. I do quite like that even the enemies are getting more degraded. But instead of just looking more degraded, they also behave differently. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, I would really like to not break that. So let me grab that knife. Thankfully, this one doesn't really spawn enemies. I spoke way too early. What? Huh? I'm sorry. Did it just decide to hop up in the air? Oh, I didn't realize that was actually blocking the way. Anime, welcome in. Why is my shirt ripped? Man, you missed some shit yesterday. Let's just say I'm a fox girl now. Oh, indeed. Oh, indeed. What does the fox say? There was a whole song about it. We still don't know. And yeah, you're not wrong, Lily. We do have a little bit of blood on us. Definitely not the worst thing that's happened to us throughout the game, that's for sure. It's crazy how much damage the counterattack actually does. I've had it happen a few times now where I go in for a few melee attacks rather than try to wait for the opportunity to counter and just be a little bit more aggressive, and end up getting punished pretty badly by it. Research notes on Kakura Makakura. There exists a wondrous medicine that a veteran missionary said to have brought to Nagasaki during the Tensho era. It was a drug used during meditation by individuals to speak with their inner selves. It is said that through the power of this medicine, individuals became able to delve into their innermost selves. Everyone possesses an inner you, and inside that inner you is another inner you, and inside that inner you, this endlessly repeating chain was named Kakura Makakura, a term from an old Nagasaki dialect referring to nesting structures. Interesting. I guess this does connect a little bit with the whole, there being two Hinakos type stuff. I'm really curious to see how much this lets us explore around here, actually. Because if this does let me go back and open up the mailbox that I had forgotten about, this would actually be so fucking sweet. I kind of doubt that that'll be the case, but... But maybe it will. Maybe it will. Hold up. Oh, Anema. Nice. Unfortunately, it does not. Dude, we're so close to. If only this path would be open. If only. Oh man, I really regret not coming back to check on the mailbox. I really do. It's one of those moments. Same thing with like the house. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is this why my game started fucking lagging? Oh, dude. Okay. That sucks. Yeah, there should be a little path here. Yeah, like overall, now I know I'm bitching about the combat a lot, and that's because, you know, again, you're forced into it, so it can be kind of frustrating to me. But at the very least, everything else about the game is good enough, in my opinion, that it makes putting up with the janky gameplay very much worth it. It reminds me a little Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness. You have stealth at the beginning that barely comes up again. Dialogue options that barely change anything, and by game's end, most of those mechanics are dropped entirely due to developmental issues and being rushed. It feels like that a little bit here, not to that same degree, but there's some sudden changes of pace in the gameplay, and then certain other things that are just kind of like forgotten about. It feels like at times that it makes you wonder what might have happened through development. You know, I would need to see somebody play this on the easier difficulty to see if it's this swarmed with enemies, dude. I completely missed the opportunity there. Minimal time today, maybe 10 minutes, no worries. It's like you can tell where they had issues in regard to pacing and how to keep your engagement. Hard to describe, but you can feel it as you play. I've had that in many games. Yeah, honestly, I think if the combat, and I hate to draw comparisons, but I think if the combat, the melee combat, was a little bit more like Silent Hill 2 remake, I think this would have worked. Like, they can keep the slowdown time effect element, they can keep the focus, they can keep the perfect dodge. I think all those are fine. Maybe it's a little bit more action-y that some people would like for a Silent Hill game, but I think they can keep those. But if the feel of the combat was like Silent Hill 2 remake, I think it would have worked really well. It certainly has. Oh, you know what? Before we check out the home, I wonder if we can go up where the landslide happened. Silent Hill F is better than all of those for me? That's perfectly fair, yeah. This is a really good game. You haven't tried this game yet? Just figuring now? Bit of a bold call to make that this is better than all the other ones if you haven't gotten a chance to play it then. So I have to ask, does this game tie into any of the other Silent Hill games all this far? Not really. There is a note that we picked up that mentions what is essentially the... Oh, I forget what it's called. The white whatever, the white flower that they use for the rituals in Silent Hill 1. Apparently, they're sort of retconning a little bit here, basically saying that it originated here in Japan, or that at least there is a strain like it here in Japan as well. Yeah, White Claudia. It's gotten some people upset because I guess White Claudia is something that's supposed to only be in Silent Hill, but here they're taking a few liberties. White Claw getting white girl wasted? God, no, dude. White Claws taste like shit, dude. I've had several flavors. Every single one of them was terrible. All I could taste was just tin can. I really do not like White Claw. Trust me when I say there's far better out there for the same price. I also looked briefly at the Wikipedia plot summary and it said James Sunderland was in the start of this game. I figured that was a lie. That very much is a lie. James Sunderland, as far as I know, makes not a single appearance in the game. Unless he shows up at the end, he like pops in the camera view, goes, "What up? Silent Hill 2 represent." Yeah, no. James Sunderland doesn't make a single appearance so far, especially not at the start of the game. Am I supposed to wish myself into the house? Oh, okay.